Hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. I help busy mums make their lives easier with parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice. And today I've got Zara with me. Say hello. Zara, say hello. Oh, you're shy. She's shy. Today we are talking all about potty training. I've had so many questions sent in lately about potty training, about when should potty training happen, signs of readiness, and so many messages about peer pressure from friends and family about when you should potty train your child. So we're going to answer all those questions today. If you are catching this on Facebook, let me know if you are watching live or on replay. If you're catching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to be notified when I post more videos, and of course like this video. So, potty training. I'm going to pull up my notes over here. So, Zara says so. Okay, potty training. I would just like to start by saying I've got a whole resource, potty training resource of printables, which include charts for your children, reward charts, records for you to keep so you know exactly what you're doing. Sorry, I was tipping these into a bowl. In that printable resource, there are also certificates for them. There are colouring. There's actually loads and loads of stuff, loads and loads of goodies. And that is all in my Ultimate Potty Training bundle, which is totally free as a gift, a welcome gift, because that's what we have to say from GDPR now, when you join my mailing list. So there is a link. I will put that below me, I guess. Below me, you will find that link and you can get all those potty training goodies free of charge. Anyway, potty training. Basically, the first thing I want to say to you about potty training is you are the child's parent. You know your child. It is not up to your friends, your sisters, your parents, your people down the school, anyone to say when your child should or should not be potty trained. It is not up to them. Sarah, do you want to come and be in the video? No? Stop making so much noise then? No, you like making noise. Okay. Anyway, so it is not up to anyone but you to know when your child is ready. I know when my second son... Okay, yeah, you can't eat any more of those, darling. She's rustling a packet, which is all I can hear. I'm sure all you guys can hear as well. You've got them in a bowl, look. Do you want to come and sit with Mummy? You go and eat them nicely. She's got a little snack, which is hopefully supposed to keep her quiet. Good idea. She's going to sit on a chair next to me. You're going to sit here. Come on then. Come and sit here next to Mummy. Okay, so when I had my second son, William, he was not ready at all for potty training. And I had people, I'm not going to mention any names, just like, oh, shouldn't he be potty trained by now? Oh, shouldn't he be potty trained by now? And I felt the pressure and we forced it. And I say forced it, I just sort of persevered with it. I was having another baby. I knew in my heart of hearts he was not ready. He was not ready for potty training at all. And yet I persevered with it, and it was a long, drawn-out, awful process where he just had accidents for a really, really long time. The fact of the matter is, if I had waited until I knew he was ready, he didn't have the understanding, he might have been nearly 3 at the time, he was not ready. It turns out, fast forward a year, he had a diagnosis of autism. So he was totally not ready. I knew he wasn't ready, and yet I felt this pressure. Oh, he's nearly 3, he's got to be potty trained before he's 3. This was in my head. And it didn't do him any favours, didn't do me any favours. It was not easy to have a potty trained child who was not yet potty trained and still having accidents and a newborn baby. Trust me, it would have been easier if I'd left it. Then when I had Bella, I was pregnant with Zara, and she was very grown up in lots of ways. She had massive understanding. Her speech was really good. So I thought, hey, do you know what? I'm going to try potty training. I'm going to try introducing it. And I tried a number of times, and it turns out she wasn't ready. She was mature enough if she had chosen to do it, but she did not choose it. So when she was ready to choose it, she was fine. But the other thing you've got to take into account is not just your child's maturity level, but your child's bladder. If their body is not physically ready for holding their wee until a certain time, then that varies child to child massively. So the big difference with Bella, and this is what I'll be doing with Zara. Zara, are you listening? Yeah, the big difference is when I finally took this approach, this is what worked. So we just introduced a potty around the house. It was there in a non-offensive way. And this is exactly what we do, isn't it, Zaza? Are you hanging your cardigan up there? Nice. So we did the potty in the bathroom. Sometimes she wants to sit on it. A couple of times she's done a wee on it. But generally, she's not classed. Most of the time, she sits on the potty, gets off the potty, and wees on the floor. Don't you? Is that what you do? What do you do normally with the potty? Yeah. The potty is for pooing on, isn't it? But, you know, when she's ready, she's ready. Every time I go to the toilet, I narrate my toilet trip. So we're like, oh, look, Mummy is taking off her trousers. Or you don't wear trousers, do you? Mummy is... No, I know, you wear dresses. Mummy's sitting on the toilet, Mummy's doing wee-wee. And then we talk all about it, don't we? And then you sit on your potty. And mostly she sits on the potty fully closed. And she just talks about it, don't you? We talk about it. And it's just preparing, just so that when she's ready, she knows what she needs to do. You sit on it before you go in the bath, don't you? Yes, you sit on it before you go in the bath. And most of the time, you sort of just, you don't wee on it, you just wee on the floor, don't you? But, you know, it's introducing it. She understands what it's for. The big thing... Really? It's so funny. I don't even know what you're saying. Anyway, so the big thing that really made a difference with Bella is I took her to Toys R Us, who've now gone out of business. So choose another toy shop of your, you know, or online, you know, choose it from catalogue, whatever. And get them to choose their own reward. That when they have filled up their potty training star chart and they've done a certain amount of wees on the potty, and you can download all these charts in my potty training pack, when they have completed their potty training chart, they will get this thing. Now, Bella chose a Moana dolly that did some singing. So I said, right, that's fine. When you have... Oh, it's very nice, yes. Hula hoops are in there, aren't they? Yes. So I said, right, okay. When you're ready to get your Moana dolly, you let Mummy know. And we would talk about it every now and again, and I had a picture of it. I had a picture of her standing next to this Moana dolly that she was going to have when she'd finished potty training, or was not finished potty training, but when she'd completed her chart. And then I'd say to her every now and again, you know, you ready to start now? Bella shouted, did she? Sometimes she does shout. Sometimes you shout, don't you? Yes. No, you don't. She's shaking her head. That's a fib. Anyway, so... You did fall down. Come and sit on my lap, you little silly Billy. Come on. So I would say to her, right, are you ready for my Moana dolly now? She'd be like, no, not ready now. Not ready now. And then one day she's like, I'm ready for my Moana dolly now. And that was it. She was ready. She was on board. And when your child is on board, it is so much easier. So then we move to the actual potty training. So when your child has decided they are on board and they have chosen their reward, they've decided they are ready to receive it. Yes. Then we need to make sure that your child can understand and follow simple instructions. I'm reading off my notes here, which are basically on my blog post. I will link the blog post with all this information below. That they can sit and be occupied with something, a book or an iPad, for 5 to 10 minutes. That sometimes their nappy is dry after a number of hours, and then they can have a big wee, so they've got that bladder control as well as the understanding. That they're aware when they're doing a poo. Now, Zara often tells me when she has done a poo, so she is aware of it. So from that point of view, she's showing readiness. That they ask to be changed. So sometimes you say, change my nappy, don't you? I think you shouldn't be sitting on that table, should you? Perhaps you should get down. She's sitting on her toy table. Zara? No, not sit there. Sit on the chair, please. Stinker. And then show interest when you're going to the toilet. You're quite interested when Mummy's going to the toilet, aren't you? Yeah, so lots of the signs of readiness. As I said, Zara is showing, but not all of them. She's not quite ready to go with it yet. So we're just at that kind of preliminary introducing it stage. You cried. When did you cry? I don't think you cried. I think you were okay. Right, so potties. I would suggest having a number of potties around the house, because having to move the potty with you from room to room is a right pain. So have at least one upstairs and one downstairs. Okay, darling. Right, at least one upstairs and one downstairs. And that way you were nice and close to everything. Now, what I did was create like a potty area, which really helped. So around the potty, I would have like a big, thick towels, because quite often if an accident's going to happen, it's going to happen really near the potty when they're like trying to get there and they can't quite manage it. So if you cover the area with towels or bath mats and put the potty on top of that, because the other thing that can happen is they can rather enthusiastically tip the thing when, you know, they're like so excited they've done it. They're like, yay, I weed. Here it is all over the floor. So yeah, definitely I would cover the floor around the potty with things and save your carpet. And then obviously make sure you've stocked up on your cleaning materials, because, you know, accidents are going to happen. So sit your little one on the potty very first thing in the morning. That's when they're most likely to do a big wee. Literally take them out, nappy off, straight on the potty. They're quite likely to do that then. And then just, you know, encourage them every intervals throughout the day to sit on the potty. Now, you've done a poo. I don't think you've done a poo now. I think we're just talking about poo, aren't we? So what I have got for Bella, these are from Jojo. And she still wears these at night. She doesn't. I know that's Bella's, but you'll be wearing these soon because you're getting big now. Basically, they are very much like knickers. They feel like knickers as opposed to like nappies. So when you really decided, right, it's time to go for it now, they need to feel something different. But you can probably hear the rustling. It's because in there is a slight absorbent area. So it's not going to hold a flood. It's not going to hold a flood at all. But they will catch the worst of it. What, darling? No, we can't do that. No, darling. Mummy's doing a video. You can have it in a minute, okay? Okay? Why don't you get the counting bears out to play with for 5 minutes and then we'll play together, okay? Good to go. Right, so these knickers, they do them in boys' colours and girls' colours, or, you know, from a pinky colours or bluey colours if you don't want to be too gender specific. These are Bella's knickers, that's right. But these are such an amazing investment because it's like I said, you can wear them afterwards. Bella doesn't really need them anymore, but she calls these her night knickers now. So if she is ever going to have an accident, well, she hasn't had in, touch wood, months, it's going to be at night. But so these she used to wear, I bought numerous pairs of them. She'd wear them during the day, and at the beginning of potty training we went through pairs and pairs and pairs of them. But it did catch the worst of the flood. So while it didn't, you know, it didn't stop all of it, these are essential. Grab yourself some, they're from Jojo. Okay, next tip, involve your child in decisions and choices. So the more you can involve your child in this whole process, the easier it's going to be. So for example, I've put several different colours of reward charts in the potty training pack. Get them to choose their favourite colour, and then that can be that. So they get to choose the colour. Have a look for stickers together. There's loads of stickers on Amazon, or you can get some in local shops. Get them to choose which stickers they want. So if they're into Paw Patrol, they get a Paw Patrol sticker every time on their chart. Get them to choose which potty they want. If you've got an existing potty, quite a good tip is to put stickers on it. So if you've got a potty from a previous child and it's not something your current child's into, get stickers. For example, Bella really wasn't that fussed on blue, but I had like a blue travel potty that I used to use in the car for emergencies. So we put frozen stickers all over it and made it an Elsa potty, and suddenly it was like, yay, look at my amazing potty. Oh, you found one letter. Oh, there we go. She's found one letter. Well done, darling. You're very clever. Well done. Okay, so next thing. Yeah, so start with a potty, but you could go straight to, or certainly move to eventually, a toilet seat, which is just basically a seat to make the toilet hole smaller so they don't fall down. Right, towels, we've covered that. A step is another really handy thing to have. Just a small plastic step. Again, you can get them with Peppa Pig or whatever on them, or you can get a plain one, and you can decorate it with stickers. But this will help them with the washing their hands element, which obviously is an important thing to teach them. We have covered knickers or pants, which as I'm going down, and reward charts and stickers. The next thing I would suggest is, you want to find your drawing, do you? Okay, darling, you it's not in that box, sweetheart, it's in the other one. No, not that box. Put that box back. She's got some boxes in my office, in the corner of my office. And 2 of them are for her toys, and the rest of them are for my things. Where's your drawing thing? It's in that one, darling. Look, Mummy's nearly finished this. Come and eat your hula hoops while Mummy finishes this video, and then I will help you, I promise. Okay? Okay, right. So I would suggest getting a nice little special box of toys that they are only allowed while they are sitting on the potty. So maybe it doesn't have to be new stuff, but just stuff they haven't seen for a while, of exciting like little toys and things that are small that they can kind of sit and do while on the potty. Maybe if they've got an iPad, you reduce screen time to just when they are sitting on the potty, and that way it'll encourage them to sit for those longer periods of time, because at the beginning it's not going to be like, I need a wee, let's go to the potty and do a wee. It's more like sitting on the potty for a while until a wee happens, and then getting that understanding of, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, and then it comes to, I need a wee, and we go to that. So at the beginning they're going to do lots of, you want them to be sitting on the potty for 5 to 10 minutes every hour minimum, if not every half an hour, for the first kind of 24, 48 hours, which is quite intense, but it's worth staying in for that day or two just to do that. I literally used to set an alarm on my phone, right, time to go back on the potty, yay, that's okay, you can have your iPad now, or you can have your special toy or whatever it is. So that's totally worth doing. Having that sort of special thing, that incentive to sit still. You could even give them a sticker every time, like on them or something, on a separate chart every time they do actually sit there. So you can reward them for sitting there, you can reward them for actually weeing on the potty. Maybe I always used to get 2 stickers for a poo, because that was all extra impressive. But yeah, so before you begin, just decide, right, today's the day, no more nappies in the day, nappies at night and nappies at nap times, because that's a bit of a big ask. And then got a separate piece of paper, or download my potty pack, because there's one in there, and keep for your own record just everything that happens during the day. And you should start to notice a pattern. It might feel like you're having accidents, but as long as the number of accidents is reducing and the number of the wees in the potty is going up over a period of days, you're on track. If when you look back at your own record, you're just seeing the accidents are going up and the wees in the potty are going down, stop for a bit and go back to it in a few weeks' time, because they're not ready. So if you're reaching day 3, 4, 5 and it's really going the wrong direction, just do not throw your brain over it, stop and go back to it. And then obviously, if your child becomes massively upset and really digs their heels in, this is not something you're going to be able to really battle through. You are better off backing it off and going back to it when they're ready and they're ready to receive their incentive. So those are just a few of my potty training tips, and really my kind of words to you about you potty train your child when your child is ready, not when other people tell you to, because that is, if you take one thing away from this today, that is what I want you to take away. So let me know in the comments, potty training, have you done it before? Are you doing it at the moment? How's it going? What was your biggest problem if you've done it before? What's your biggest problem doing it now? When are you about to start potty training, perhaps? Let me know how it's all going. Let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys. There are loads more tips on my potty training post, so you can head over there. I will link it below, and obviously don't forget to download the resources. If you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, anyone that you think it will be helpful to. And like I said, if you are joining me over on YouTube, or if you're not, head over there. Please subscribe to the channel. There's new videos every week. Hit the bell to be notified when there are new videos posted. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.